Hello everyone and welcome to my channel EuroStudyPro. Today we're diving into the question of why I took the GMAT exam and what things you need to consider in order to decide on that very same question. After clicking on this video, you probably already know what the GMAT exam is, but in short, it is the assessment tool that many universities use in order to assess the reasoning skills of their applicants to programs such as MBAs, but also other business-related masters. Studying for the GMAT requires a great time investment, and therefore it is very important to carefully consider whether you even need to study for the GMAT in order to realize your academic dream career. Let's start by exploring which universities actually require the GMAT as part of the admissions process. You maybe already have your aim fixed at some top universities such as HEC Paris or LSE, but before you actually start studying for the GMAT, it is a good idea to also consider the alternatives that you may have. My advice is the following. Make a list of your top choices of universities and put the acceptance requirements next to them. Then you might find out that your top 5 universities have some that include admissions processes that do not have strict requirement of GMAT. In that case, it might be a better idea to focus on other parts of the application process, such as work experience, and to build a strong, convincing story during the interview process. However, you should always be aware of the fact that GMAT is a widely accepted assessment tool and is a great way to distinguish yourself from other applicants that have not taken the GMAT. Even if at the universities without GMAT requirements, it is a good way to distinguish yourself because you can showcase competence in another way than just work experience or extracurriculars. Next, let's discuss which fields of study typically require the GMAT as part of the admissions process. As discussed in the intro, the GMAT is often associated with MBA programs or more specialized masters that require some kind of quantitative knowledge in combination with a lot of reasoning skills like finance or entrepreneurship. However, it is worth noting that some universities do not require the GMAT for all of their programs, but unfortunately these often include only the less quantitative programs like marketing or digitalization. So if you have your mindset on something that is more quantitative, prepare yourself to take the GMAT because it's likely to be a requirement for the top business universities in Europe. While considering taking the GMAT, it is also very important not to forget about time. Studying for the GMAT requires a great deal of it. I personally took about 1.5 months to study for it myself, and in order to obtain a representative score of your competences, you just need to consider that you will require this quality time in your hands to study for it. After all, if you do not have the required time or the focus within that time window to study for it, the score that you obtain will not be sufficient for the universities you have in mind applying for. How much time you need exactly depends on various factors such as the familiarity you have with the content and the format of the exam, also your current level of preparation and your personal commitments and schedule. However, I do recommend to always set about 2 months in your planned schedule for the exam if you really want to go for that 700 plus score. If you know that you won't have enough time to study for it, it might be a better option to postpone your applications for next year for another period or to apply to a university that does not require the GMAT altogether. And finally, let's address the most important question of this video, whether studying for the GMAT is worth it for you. Deciding whether to invest time, effort, and resources into GMAT preparation is crucially dependent on you personally, but the obvious benefit of the GMAT is that you get to go to the best business universities in Europe or abroad, but keep in mind there are also other benefits to having a high GMAT score. These include having more credibility, a stronger CV, and showing that you're able to dedicate yourself to a real challenge for a big amount of time and to succeed at doing that. In conclusion, whether you should study for the GMAT depends on various factors, including university requirements, field of study, time availability, and personal considerations. By carefully evaluating these factors and aligning your GMAT preparation with academic and career goals, you can make an informed decision that sets you on a path to success. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who may benefit. And feel free to leave any questions in the comments below. I'll be sure to respond. And thank you for watching. Till the next one.